Aries, how you doing? So we're here to do your 21st until the 31st, but it seems like you might be waiting for an appointment. So saying, I'm just waiting to hear from the person just to see whether we get the go-ahead, the name Ed or Eddie, but I just need to wait and see just to see if we get the go-ahead on building or resurrecting the past. But it could have a lot to do around judgment, again, it could have a lot to do around court, and we need to see if there's going to be any results. So it could be from the doctors or the hospital or a result from the court. Unless it's like you're waiting for some bath salts or something, or assault and battery. It's been coming up through the readings, and I'm still waiting on an assault and battery charge, and I'm having to still wait until the end of the month or whenever it's coming up to go to court. So for a lot of you are waiting for results for something, is what they're saying though. It might be also getting word from your doctor or from the hospital or some kind of situation that would be around that. But for a lot of you, they're saying that this could be a court kind of type sort of thing. Might be a Steve or Stephen. But waiting just to find out, just to get my results back from the doctors and seeing what is the next course of tablets that I should be on, or the next course. It might be I'm waiting to hear from my tutor or my pupil. A pupil might have something to do around eye test, and it might have something to do around a pupil teacher. Like I'm waiting to hear back from my teacher to find out what it is that I'm supposed to do with my exams. For a lot of you, well, the name's Sam. I'm waiting to find out what to do with my exams. So it could be school related and type sort of typing. They're saying something to do with the right typing skills or something like that, something to do with an office clerk, or waiting to get a job, or something to do that needs typing up. So some of you might be waiting on a secretary, like I'm waiting for the secretary, but they're all, or the name Terry or June, okay, or Jody, you're right, Jody, Jolie, but I'm also hearing Secretary of Defence as well. So it might be where you're getting a word from a job interview, or the name Rob or Robert or Robin, a job interview, or waiting for a Secretary of Defence to say about something around assault and battery and a defence charge. Okay, so Charlotte, but also a charge, something to do around Taurus, or a Sagittarius, a 5, placement of 5 basically. Okay, and I'm waiting to see if I'm going to be fined. Okay, so it depends. So some of you might be waiting for a bill. Like you're going to be charged for something. I don't know if it is illegal and it's going to court, or if it's you're waiting to like pay something off. Like I'm going to have to pay it, and I'm just waiting until, like, because me, for instance, the end of this month when we're looking at is pretty much when I've actually got to go and have my car fixed, and it's going in for a service. So you could be having something to do around a 7, life path 7, or a Cancerian for a lot of you. But something like that, like, because it's going to be a hefty bill because it's a service. They're also needing 2 new tyres, new spark plugs, so on and so forth. I'm also hearing the name Mark. Okay, but yeah, it could have something to do with that, and then it's going to be like a quite a hefty bill, and I'm waiting till the end of the month to see how much that's going to cost before I plan my next month. Okay, so something like this of a work planner. Okay, or the name Morgana or Anne or Pollyanna. Okay, but I'm waiting to find out what my plan is first, before I can give the go-ahead and say yes. Okay, so it might be where you're making a plan to go out and travel, but you don't want to say yes until the end of the month, until you get paid, or until your car fixed, or until you get word from your doctor or solicitor or lawyer. Okay, or the name Laura or loiter. Someone might be loitering. Okay. Lloyd's chemist, something to do around chemist. So it might have where you have to go and pick up a prescription, stuff like this. It might be a word from the doctor, Dr. Leg. I need to find out about something to do with a leg. It might be EastEnders, someone could be from London, but I need to wait until I hear from Dr. Leg about my leg. So I don't know if any of you have got like a sore or foot, or like, I don't know, something wrong with someone's leg, and we have to see about someone's legs. Okay, it might have something to do around a cat or a dog, something to do around their legs. Okay, because I know that my dog has what do you call it, arthritis in its legs. So something to do around that. It could even be a vet. Okay, and a vet bill. Say like you've got a huge vet bill coming up or something, and you've also got to pay for your dogs. I'm also hearing like getting my dogs neutered or something like that, and I've got to go something around the around, I wouldn't say chemist, I would say something to around a veterinarian, because I know that I've got a huge bill coming up for my dog to be neutered or looked at or something around a vet's. Okay. Also Haley or Bet. Okay, Bet. Betty, the name Betty. Anyway, you're right, Aries. Just very quick few messages there for you guys for that part. So now we're going to look at the 21st until the 31st for Aries. 21st until the 31st for Aries. I'm keeping the channel messages quite short, just to trying to keep the readings a little bit shorter than doing an hour-long readings, really. Let's see, so for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or you can watch this as a Scorpio, or as an Aries, you can watch the Scorpio, or a Life Path 4. So from the 21st until the 31st for Aries. So you could be with a Leo for a lot of you, okay, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Fire, I'm hearing fire, fire, fire drill. Something to do with Cedril, Steve, Sarah, Sassy. But like fire drill, something to do with a drill. Some of you might. I'm also picking up a name that's called Adril, or Adrian, or Abby, or Abigail, or Crabby Abby. Yeah, Abigail. We're waiting to go to court for a lot of you. Like I said, it's waiting to find somebody. Like I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for a missing persons list. Schindler's List. What's that? Someone that's Jewish? Schindler's List. Or I'm looking for my shin. Really? I'm looking for a new shin. Really? Shin, chim, chiroo. Someone that's in London. Chim, chimity, chim, chiroo. Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke. Okay, anybody called those names? Van Dyke. In a dike. I'm in a dike. Listen, I'm in a dike. Some of you in a same-sex relationship, or someone's just got ditched. Ditched, dumped, ditched. Put it in a ditch. Okay, in a dike. In a dike. In a dike. I seem to be in a dike. I seem to be in a duck. Really? Somebody's been ditched in a dike. In a stream of water. In a stream of water in a dike is what I'm hearing. Like it's... Is it someone put a car in there or a Cancerian in there? I've put a Cancerian in the dike. Really? I've put a Cancerian because I'm picking up like a stream, and there's a bank one side and there's a bank the other side, and then there's a ditch right in the middle. And it's something to do with around that about a car being in a ditch or a Cancerian itself being in a ditch. I don't know what that's for. I've put a car in a ditch. Really? I've buried a car. What? I've buried a dog. Buried a bone. I've buried a phone. Somebody's buried a phone. Or in Berry. Holly? Hollyberry? I seem to have buried my phone. Really? Why would you bury your phone? Is there a dog sniffer, a sniffer dog, trying to find a phone? Like is a dog and it keeps trying to find someone's phone? What is that? Keep trying to find someone's phone. And it's a dog sniffing it. Like as I'm picking up like a dog, a sniffer dog. Like a sniffer dog. Trying to find a phone. Like, go on boy, fetch it. Go on. Fetch my phone. Why the fucking hell am I picking it up through the King of Wands? I've got no idea. A sniffer dog. Something's around your dogs. Okay, dogs. Pink Floyd, Comfortably Mum. A mum looking for my dogs. Came up through Capricorn, which is also / Gemini. About pit bulls and parole officers. Pit bulls and parole officers. Trying to find my dogs. Pit bulls, bulls. Pit bull terrier. Terrier. Tara. I don't know why I'm channeling all of that for. I got no idea. Some of you are dating a Leo or an Aries or a Sagittarius. Okay. Let's see. Some of you are married already. Marion. I'm hearing Marion. The name Marion. 21st until the 21st for Aries. From the 21st until the 31st for Aries. 2. Lopsided. I seem to have lopsided boobs. Really? I've got one bigger than the other. Have you? I've got one bigger than the other. What's that? Hitler? Hitler has only got one ball. Someone's having their balls chopped off. I don't know if it's a dog. I'm hearing like I'm going to castrate that fucking Leo. Somebody's looking for castration. Okay, or very frustrated or sexually frustrated or just mentally, physically exhausted. But I'm hearing I'm going to castrate that dog. So is that in a person, surely? Really? Is it? Her name's Shaw or Gary, Tina? But like, I don't know what to do about this Leo. Well, you don't have to do anything because they're turned their back on it. They're like, well, you can sit there with the balls in your hand as long as you like. Someone's playing with someone's balls. I mean, that's on a good end, isn't it? I don't know, I keep picking up pit bulls playing with balls. Like, let's go play with a ball. Come on, let's play balls. Let's play balls. Okay, someone's kind of like, look, let's go Christmas shopping for balls. Really? Let's go and find some balls and like decorate the tree. Teresa, let's go Christmas shopping. Some of you are deciding to go Christmas shopping with your partner and go and pick up some balls. Really? Oh yeah? How'd you get on with that? Is it good? Like, let's go and find some balls. Don't just stand there, Tyrone, with your balls in your hand. Hannah, I'm deciding what to do about this Leo anyway, Aries or Sagittarius. Unless you're on a tightrope, like a juggling offence, I'm going to put you up on a juggling offence. Really? What, you a joker? Juggling offence, really? I'm going to put up a fence. Okay, some of you are trying to build a fence for a dog. Okay, I'm going to have to put up a fence for the dog. Or I'm putting you up on a fence and charges for my dog. I don't know. Did someone get run over or something? Like, I'm going to put you up on an offence for my Leo. Really? Going to set my Leo on you. Go on, sit balls, Chopper. I'm going to set my Leo on you. I'll set my Leo on you. If you piss her off or you piss him off, I'll set him on you. Anyway, someone's got a setter, like a upset. Oh, okay. Someone's upset her. Really? Oh, I've upset her now. Have you? What have you said? I don't know, but I said something and it... Fucking hell, I've gone and upset her, ain't I? So it's just a man thing, I think. Yeah, I've gone and upset her again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Oh, I've gone and upset her again, ain't I? Oh, dear. 21st until the 31st for Aries. Well, don't worry about it, Prince Charming. I pretty much know how to work my magic, bruv. As long as it ain't voodoo, we're alright. But pretty much, trust me, I know how to get back in with our good books. All I've got to do is just turn on the charm and there you go. Angelic, or... I don't know, but I've just got to turn on the angelic charm and then there you go. So, yeah. So for a lot of you, you're just deciding where to go out, pretty much. Travel, do things for Christmas. Some of you're arguing like children, like your children are kind of like deciding what to do about you, really, as a mother or a father. You're like, what do I do about my mother? Well, who are we spending some time with at Christmas? Well, do we really want to spend time with your parents? Not really. Do you want to spend time with yours? No. Should we just do it on our own then? Yeah, let's just do it on our own. So, what is that? Someone's making plans for Christmas already. I think it might be about where to go, like where to go. Like, are you going to stay at home for Christmas? Are you going to go for Christmas? What the fuck are we doing, man? The end of October? Really? Some of you are just deciding where to go, but you're kind of like probably deciding to do like a light show type sort of thing. Right. And it might be if you've got children, like if you've presently got children, it might be deciding like, you know, what do we do about the kids for Christmas? What do we buy the kids for Christmas? What do we buy our parents for Christmas? Right? See ya. So some of you are probably going away for a little while, deciding to do a bit of shopping when you're there. Okay. And some of you, like I said, you're just deciding just to go out for a little bit, you know, just have a little bit of time off, spend some time with one another. Some of you, it's like you just want to spend some time with your kids. Like, I just want to spend some time with my kids. Okay. 4 of Wands, there you go. So you could be dealing with yourselves or a Scorpio or another one. You could have a child that is like a Scorpio placement or an Aries placement. But yeah, I'm staying at yours. Am I staying at yours or are you staying at mine? Am I staying at yours or are you staying at mine? Now, if that isn't you and you've got kids and they're in relationships and they live at home, that's pretty much what they're doing. Shall we stay at yours tonight or shall we stay at mine tonight? Shall I come over to yours tonight or shall I go over to theirs tonight? If you've got children and they don't actually stay with you and you're arguing with your partner and have been, there's some kind of amicable agreement that could be drawn up here about a child visiting the Four of Wands. Okay, visiting the Four of Wands. It might be prison and stuff like that, but still, it's kind of like, well, you know, they're going to have to go and see them at some point, and you're going to have to talk to me about the child at some point, because that's also my child. So if you've been arguing, and 2 means Libra of court, then, because this would be facing something, it's like someone's starting to have visitation rights to their children, right? To their children. That's if there's complications. Now, if there isn't, okay, and you have been, like I said, you're basically in a relationship here, then you're just basically deciding whether to stay with your partner, and them come to them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But I'm just deciding whether they should actually be coming over just to stay over here for a day, like a day, because I'm hearing one day. One day in your life, you will find that you're always waiting. So I don't pick up any kind of like arguments at the moment. I'm just picking up like an energy of like spending some quality time with one another, to be honest with you. One more card please for Aries. So we're not doing a you versus them, we're just going to do a straight up type sort of end of the month type reading. Okay, let's see Aries, what they got coming up please from the 21st. From the 21st for Aries. So yeah, so for a lot of you, you're married, or you're in a long-standing commitment. I always pick that up for Aries though, that you're always kind of like got this stable energy around you. So for a lot of you, like I said, it's probably your parents or your mother. If it isn't, you're married already. You've got children more than likely for a lot of you here. And if not, and if you're not married, you're basically just like in a strong relationship. Okay, that's shit really for the other people that might be cross-watching that can't stand Aries. But to be quite honest with you, Aries, I don't normally get a lot of people that like slag Aries off really. I do people that do Scorpios and stuff, but still 4. But here I just think it's kind of like, you know what, out of sight, out of mind. Let's just keep out of everybody's way, and let's just do whatever it is that we want to do for Christmas, and let's basically just do whatever it is that we want in our own relationship. We know each other. So some of you though, you could have found a new person. You could have found a new person here for a lot of you. Yeah, I don't pick up any kind of complications apart from just making plans to go out, consume the relationship, you know. And there you go, Dave. So yeah, that's what we got for you so far. I'm keeping them nice, short and sweet really, so I can give patrons more. Okay, so if you're over on Patreon and you're a part of my full access bundle, that's obviously where we're going to do a shitload more cards, clarify them all to tell you what you got coming up for this last week or so. And then we're also going to look into how your partner thinks and feels about you and the situation at hand during that time of the 21st until the 31st. Okay, if there's complications, getting fed up, bored, argumentative, that's pretty much going to tell you in advance of what you're going to have coming up for that week. Okay. Alright guys, I really do appreciate it, Aries. For any like, share, comment, subscription. If you want a personal reading or anything like that, you can also find the link provided below. This will be on the full access bundle only, but you can find that provided for the link provided below. Thanks very much guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on your next one.